Hello, y'all. Emmanuel Brett Allen Bennett here. This is my first official sales instruction course. I'm going to start with door-to-door sales because that's what I do daily. And to give you a little introduction on how to approach door-to-door sales correctly. I sell services, house washing, window washing, tree trimming, property cleanups, epoxy coat, driveways, driveway sealing. That type of work. So I know who my customer base is. My customer base, when I knock doors for my residential home service company, is predominantly retired people. So that's where I'm going to focus all my efforts and abilities. When it comes to door-to-door sales, there's a few things you have to understand before you can, develop the confidence to actually find consistent success. Number one, you're just playing the numbers. It's a numbers game, all it is. Basically, that's a standard in any kind of sales you do. 1 out of 10 people that you talk to are at least going to listen to you. They're going to be receptive enough, kind enough, receiving enough to listen to you if you present yourself properly. And then as you come along and you get better in your presentations and your experience, then you'll learn how to get, 2, 3, 4 out of 10 to listen to you. And then, of course, the people that take the time to listen to you as you get better in your sales abilities, you'll convert more than maybe 1 out of 10 to 4 out of 10 into actual prospects and sales, if not today, future sales. Now, you're always, when you're doing door-to-door sales for services, I don't care if you're selling, tree service. A lot of tree services in Florida. A lot of people do it wrong. Beating up neighborhoods, pissing people off. There's a lot of people that need a lot of instruction on how to become a proper salesman with integrity and with knowledge. And the knowledge is not just being taught a technique, but understanding why and how to use the technique and why it's necessary. So first of all, if you're a door-to-door salesman, predominantly, you're going to be of the male persuasion, but that's not always the case. When I sold insurance, there was plenty of. I sold for Combined Insurance Company of America, which was a door-to-door company, and there was plenty of female door-to-door salesmen. So, number one, you can't sell anything unless you put yourself into a selling situation. And if you do that door to door, that means you have to knock doors. You have to be a self-starter enough and have the will enough and believe in yourself enough and the ambition enough to wake up every day and then go knock a door. Now, before you go knock a door, you have to look presentable so that people will actually open the door to you. When it comes to being a man, lots of times, especially like in the retirement neighborhoods, you're dealing with retired people. That's men past the physicality, the prime of their physicality, and women. And lots of times they're either a widow or widowed, which means they're there alone. And you have to remember, as a man, statistically in America, they are immediately intimidated by you. For the most part, if you don't present well enough to even open the door. But even if they do open the door, they're leery. There's a lot of crime in our country. So there's a lot of things that you have to do to not only get them to crack the door and see who you are, but to be willing to open it and say, hey, how you doing? How can I help you today? And that being said is, you have to look the part. If you're a man, you always have to have a clean shave. Clean shaven, looking sharp, have your hair done, a good clean shave, manicured, facial hair if you got it. Look as sharp as you can, preferably with a collar. Especially like my customer base is retired. If you don't have a clean shave for the retired people, they're an older generation. From back in their day, you're just an old alcoholic, and you're going to be lucky if they respect anything you say. But as long as you have a clean shave, you present yourself well, and you have a collar, which means serious business. Also, you have to have proper marketing materials, proper things that help increase the likelihood in their mind that they're going to trust that you're presenting yourself in legitimacy as a legitimate or for a legitimate business. So those are the things that absolutely have to be in place. You have to look presentable, and then you have to be proper, or practice proper hygiene, things like that. And then, then you're ready to knock a door. So from there, when you're ready to knock a door, you have to have something short, quick, to the point thing to say. Professional presentation. It's got to be like a 30-second presentation. 30-second presentation, and they're gonna either key in on and like what they hear. They're gonna be able to hear it because they got a psychological wall built up by society alone and the fear of criminality in this world. That psychological wall you have to bring down. You bring down with your clean shave, your proper hygiene, your collar, your professional appearance and materials, marketing materials. Those are all things that are necessary for you to be successful as a door-to-door salesman every day. And then from there, you have to have confidence to yourself and understand that you're going to get more no's than you do yeses. So you can't take it personal. Put yourself in their shoes. You knock on their door, even if they need your service. They got the worst trees in the house, the worst mowed lawn, the dirtiest house that needs pressure washing. I sell mostly that. That's my staple. My point though is heck, they could have just got off the phone right before you knocked on the door and learned that they lost their job, or their kid just got in a car accident and is on the way to the hospital, or there's a million reasons why if they're not ready, it's not the right time for them when you knock on that door, that they're going to tell you no. There's more reasons they're going to tell you no than yes. So you have to be prepared for that and not take it personal. It's not personal. It's not like, I don't like you. I don't trust you. I don't want your service or your business, or don't need your service or business. It has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. Because remember, when you knock on their door for a cold call, they're not expecting you to show up and be knocking on their door. So you're dropping into their world out of the blue, and they don't even have the faintest idea who you are or that you're coming. So be prepared to have marketing material after your short presentation to leave in the door, whether they answer it or not. Because when you're putting your marketing materials directly into the door of your specific customers, guess what? They're going to look at it if you design it correctly. They're going to at least look at it. Remember that what it says that you do. Look around and think in their own house what they need done, and if they're not ready, then they just may put it underneath of a magnet on their refrigerator and call you later. So you get enough of these out. After a year, you got 5 calls a week coming from doors that never got open, that you left these flyers in the doors. You got five easy jobs, calls a week that held on to your marketing material that are going to call you back as long as you're filling that wheel up. So from there, there's a couple quick secrets. I'm going to take you to a door and I'm going to show you how those secrets work, which help